What's up? How y'all doing? It's Lugamonger. Just wanted to do a little bit of a infield review on this Holdout 1. It's a cold steel, maybe. Yeah, cold steel Holdout 1, AUS 8, 6-inch blade, G10 handles. There's no steel liners, triad lock. This is a badass knife. My initial impressions with this knife, what I first thought of it, honestly, I first thought of this thing as a defensive blade. It just seemed like it was designed to be a fighting knife. And honestly, I think in design it was. But it doesn't lend itself to, I mean, it does lend itself to that task. But however, it does other things so much better. Light trail clearing, light brush clearing, clearing material off of the trail, not heavy stuff. You don't want to be hacking dead wood with this thing, obviously. But you see this thing, probably about a 1/4 inch thick, right? Gone. Okay, that's a little bit thicker. It's maybe a 1/2 inch. Gone. This knife is one of the, it's almost an alternative to a small machete. And that is hardwood. That was dead, you see? It really, yeah, hold on. We'll get back to a different part of the trail and I'll continue up some more hacking. Yeah, I think, honestly, one of the reasons that the balance point is so great on this knife is, well, the hacking ability, right? The sweeping ability is so good on this knife is really because of it's the balance point. You know what I mean? That balance point is so far out, right? It's close up to the guard, right? Like there's your balance point. It's right in that finger choil. So when you have a 6-inch blade, you got a big ass handle. It's like an 8-inch handle. You know what I mean? 8-inch grip. So you hold really far back, and it puts that center of weight way far out in front of your hand. So you have it gives you an excellent chopping ability. This thing really swings through material just like nothing. I mean, it makes butter out of stuff. It just cuts it. The edge holds really. The edge is actually. This guy's stalling me up. The edge is actually. It holds an edge for a good amount of time with softer material. Softer material, non-abrasive materials, green wood, things like that. Grass, all of these plants that, are here. It holds an edge for a really long time. I'll get back. That edge holding, once you get into something like this, a little bit harder material, I could sit here and do this for a really long time. And I mean, this is green wood. Oh, why are you killing green wood? It's a freaking tree. People are like, oh, make sure you throw your knives at a dead tree. Why? It's a damn tree. It doesn't feel anything. If you're in a public park to where the trees can't be damaged and you're throwing knives, there's bigger problems than the fact that you're stabbing a tree. Right? Hack away the green goddamn tree. There's 12 million of them out here. People have been using wood forever. The fact that people get upset about people chopping live trees is ridiculous to me. But, okay, back to the blade. That's what I use this thing for. You notice I've taken the pocket clip off of it. I've got a screw on either side just for kind of symmetry. It's a little bit more solid in design. But the way that I've actually been carrying this thing is in a sheath here. So you can actually see the way that I've been carrying it in a sheath without the pocket clip. This way I can just, grab the knife, deploy it very easily. Works really well. I don't know if that was actually a good view of my pocket because I couldn't see the viewfinder, but whatever. Look at this. Look at this guy down here. There's a dog down there. It's Riley. You see him? Right there. What's he doing? I could recall him and get him back up to the trail, but I don't want to. I want to know what he's doing. Oh, Riley, come on! That's Walter. Walter is a nutball. That dog is freaking nuts. He's insane. You can see this trail here. This is all knife. This whole trail, you can see that it was overgrown. It was originally a road. This wall is collapsed. And look at this place. I mean, it's ridiculously sick. I'm getting snagged up. Hold on. I've got him tied to me right now. But I'll come back in just a minute, do a little bit more. It's the Cold Steel Holdout 1. This knife is very interesting. It's definitely got a place, and I think it's not where they had originally intended. This thing is a little folding machete. The skidoo, which is this, Scottish skidoo, which is they took this design off of. If I can get some better light here. Yeah, the Scottish skidoo that they actually took this design off of was a everyday carry knife. I mean, it was a utility knife. It was just something you cut fruit with, you cut food with. If it came down to it, you may need to defend yourself with it, but chances are, that wouldn't be the first tool that you used for that. And this design here, it's too big. You know what I mean? It's too big for that. It's too large. The Holdout 3 and the 2, I think, is what they are, would be excellent. I mean, those would be excellent EDC, excellent little utility workers. But this thing is just too big. You can't really fit it in your pocket very well. I mean, I carry it in a sheath, for God's sakes. It's a big-ass knife. However, with that comes some major positives. If you need a really big knife that is just mainly designed for slicing, this isn't going to be a very good utility knife. It's just too thin. It's too narrow in profile. You don't have the cutting ability. You don't have the, the hacking ability for, on harder materials. I'd be worried about this edge deformation. But with lighter materials, machete use, trail clearing, this thing is fantastic. This thing is phenomenal. I carry this one actually, I don't know. If I know I'm going to be doing a lot of trail clearing, I'm either going to be carrying this or I'm going to be carrying the Recon Scout. Those are my most two used knives for major cutting use, or light trail clearing, major trail clearing. This is one of my go-to blades. If I could have any knives on me for that same use, I would have a Trailmaster and this thing in my pocket. What's up, Walter? It's a Cold Steel Holdout 1. And yeah, that is an old toilet.